What's up, spooky buttercup babes? Welcome back to my channel. Today's reading wrap-up is for my Spooky Scary Skeleton Halloween Readathon, and it is week 3, which is kind of amazing. It's going really fast. I kind of want it to slow down a little bit because I want to enjoy the Halloween season a little more than I have been. I've been really busy. Also, I have not read that many great books, so that's a real bummer. But yeah, I'm hoping I don't sound too much like a frog, but I had such a busy week and it's only Friday. There's still some to go, but I had a lot of appointments, a lot of meetings, a lot of putting out work fires, and I was on a live stream last night with Dave, Olive, and Gareth for 3 hours. I'll link that in the description box below. So my voice is about to go, and I have a busy Saturday because I'm going to a concert, and watch me not have a voice at all when I live stream on my channel on Sunday. But Thomas is great at talking, so he can take over. It's totally fine. I'll just be there sitting pretty. But I am actually just 4 chapters away from finishing Midnight Murders, so I am going to keep Sunday's productivity sprints up. It's 2 p.m. Pacific time. So if you're on the East Coast, that's 5 p.m. If you're other places, I'm not sure. I can barely match it up with Eastern time. I'm not good with time zones. And you don't have to be a writer to join. You can just want to be productive, because we do 20-minute sprints and talk a little bit and then do 20-minute sprints, so on and so forth. But I'm really hoping to finish Midnight Murders by the end of next week, because I'm gonna need a break, and then I need to do cleanup, and then I send it over to Emma, and then the magic happens, hopefully. So I'm excited. I'm tired, but I'm excited. Jumping into the reading part of the weekly wrap up, I have to read Your Blood, My Bones by Kelly Andrew, but I am pretty sure it's not about ghosts, so I'll read it anyway, because we're barely halfway and I'm without books at this point, so why not? And maybe it'll surprise me. This is looking like it's more undead, but not zombie undead. I don't know. I've finished all but that book. So we're just going with it at this point. I did put a hold at my library for the Book of Cold Cases by Simone St. James, because her books have ghosts in them. So that's going to be fulfilling the prompt of read a book about ghosts and ghouls, but I'm on hold. If I do not get that book by October, but I get it in November, I'm gonna be really annoyed. There's only, I think, one person ahead of me, and it's not a long book, but you know, that's how it goes when you are doing library stuff, so it's fine. It's fine. I finished Cujo by Stephen King a few days ago, fulfilling the first prompt of reading a classic horror novel, and I gave it 2 stars. Yes, those 2 stars are for Tad and Cujo, who deserved a better book. Yeah, I said it. You could take out 100 pages in that book and nothing would be lost, and that's bad. I can tell that he doesn't remember writing this book. Yeah. Also, now this has nothing to do with Stephen King, but this is a mouth of a German Shepherd, not a Saint Bernard. So I don't know why they did that. Actually, probably, maybe, because Saint Bernards 99% of the time are precious little big beans. But I mean, you could probably find one that's trained to snarl, and you just need to take one picture of it and then put it on here, right? Instead of saying, ooh, let's assume people are stupid and put a German Shepherd snarl, even though Cujo is not a German Shepherd. Okay. This is going on my husband's bookshelf, and I'm probably not reading a Stephen King for a while because the filler and the nonsense, I'm not interested. I'm not interested. Get to the story. I don't need 15 pages about Vic's business over the past 15 years. No, thank you. I also read The Only One Left by Riley Sager, which fulfills the prompt of reading a thriller novelist you've never heard of. And y'all, it was going so well. Up into the last 50 pages. What was that, Riley? What was that? Fellow writers watching, gather around, okay? Just come closer, okay? Come closer. Look at me. I'm being so real right now. You don't need 6 plot twists at the end of the book to make it thrilling. Keep it simple. Keep it simple. Life is often simple. Not all the time, but most of the time. It's simple when it comes to messed up motivations. This book, in the beginning, it was going to be 5 stars, and then it tanked. It tanked. You have to just completely suspend your disbelief over and over and over again with every page by the last 50 pages, and then especially the last 20. Okay. I can't, y'all. I gave it 2 stars, and 2 stars for me, they are given when I see a great story, but it was done poorly. And for this book, it was all at the end. It wasn't the majority of the book. It was maybe the last, 50 pages, especially the last 20 pages, which is really a shame. And that's going to my little library. Actually, it's already there. That's why I have the picture added to this video and not me holding it. I mean, technically, I would have sent Cujo out with the little library as well, but my husband likes Stephen King, so I gave it to him. And now, what am I currently reading if I've gone through all my books except one that probably doesn't fit the prompt that I assigned it for originally? What a great question. I am reading American Rapture by C.J. Lead. I had it on pre-order and I forgot that it would arrive in October, but it was a great surprise. It doesn't fit any prompts. It does not, but it's a special nugget of a book, so I don't mind that it doesn't fit the prompts. Can you look at that cover and not be like, wow, that's amazing? Hello, yes. This is a horror novel about a flu epidemic that, with some symptoms that are fairly usual for the flu, but it has mutated into, if you catch it and at a certain point, you are taken over by lust. And so people are banging each other across America. And the main character, Sophie, she is a virgin and she is very Catholic. That in itself is really interesting. I'm about 115 pages in, and there is a lot of build up. However, I think that it makes sense because we all know about the flu, but then the flu mutates into something so weirdly horrible that you're overtaken by lust and you can't, like, you really aren't the same person. So you're like a zombie, lust-filled thing, not really even a person. I don't think that maybe it will be discussed at the end of the book or somewhere like that. But at this point, there is no cure or remedy for this situation. You just go batshit crazy. So that's why I'm like a person, but not really, like a zombie, but they're not eating brains. They're engaged in carnal situations. Yeah. So that's interesting. Why not? There are some books that I can read that fit some of the prompts for my Halloween readathon. So I'll be reading another book with a black cover, A Dowry of Blood by S.T. Gibson. It's mainly black, okay? It's fine. I know there's a new cover out there, but I grabbed this book before they changed the cover. I prefer this one. The other one is fine, but like, I don't know, brownish, tan, black, I don't think it works that well. I think this gives better vibes. This is about the brides of Dracula explaining in diary form why they have to kill him. And girl, same. I get it. Now, I was also thinking of reading Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Ooh, okay. I'm gonna redo that. Buffy the Vampire Slayer and Philosophy. This is a nonfiction book, and these are just a lot of essays about Buffy and the show's impact and analyzing the stories or just like the overall TV show. Don't think it includes the movie. The movie is campy and it's fine, but I prefer the TV series, and that's what is focused on with this nonfiction anthology. And obviously you need Buffy during the spooky season. Like, I don't know what you're doing if you don't have Buffy in your life in any way, shape, or form this month. So there's still time to watch a season or two, or, you know, read Buffy the Vampire Slayer and Philosophy if you need to. You know, there's options. There's options. Now, another book to read is Middle Grade, and it was suggested to me by my friend Sori, and it's the book of Lost Things by John Connolly. I hear it's dark. That's totally fine. Hello, it's Halloween. And it's a greenish, muted, black, gray cover, so I don't think that would count as read a book with a black cover. But if you all think that it counts, I'll add it. I'll add it to book with a black cover. And then, well, this is coming up in the last week of October. Wow, I blanked out. Jeez. Okay, in the last week of October, the Messed Up Book Club is assigned to read The Ring. You can barely see, oh god, you can barely see any of that. I don't think it's like the best cover. You could make that a little less small, but okay, whatever. I got this used, so maybe they changed the cover to make it a little more readable. But yeah, the last week we'll be reading The Ring, and this fulfills nothing of my prompts. Except, okay, wait, maybe a classic? No. Nope. It was written in 2004. So, yeah, I have high hopes for The Ring, though I've heard a lot of people say they hate it and they prefer the movie. I don't know. We'll see. We will see. Thank you so much for watching my week 3 reading wrap up for my Spooky Scary Skeleton Halloween readathon. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.